1 in 4 victims of trafficking is children, and Operation Underground Railroad is pro-children, and they rescue children from over 25 different countries. They provide aftercare programs and support local law enforcement by providing resources that law enforcement may not have access to. Since the pandemic, there have been 60 million additional reports of child sex abuse since the shutdown. And so legislation is happening, and they're not putting children at the forefront of the decision-making process. I want to take a moment of silence right now for you to pray silently for that child that you are standing in for this evening, that they would be found and that they would be rescued and rehabilitated.
That kid that you represent is counting on us to not look away anymore. And maybe you've been silent before now, and maybe you're here and you're really nervous, because I am. I've never done anything like this before. But we're stepping into the darkness, and we are the light. We are. We are a torch of light. And anywhere that we step, because we are bearers of light, we expose the darkness for what it is. And we can bring it into the light where truth can be known, and truth can be exposed, and truth can be heard, and these kids can be seen. And so as you feel uncomfortable, lean into the uncomfortableness of it, because that is where freedom will be found for kids. That's where freedom will be found in our hearts. And I really hope and pray that as you go about this, that every chance you have to shut the door or to say, I'm gonna forget about it, I'm gonna go numb, I'm gonna whatever, that you would lean in instead of leaning away. Because that kid that you represent is counting on us.
This is my first time ever demonstrating for something, and sometimes I always wonder why demonstrate? What can it really do? Like, I'm not actually out there rescuing children. I'm not standing before legislature, but if anything, if someone reads a sign and is shocked by a statistic and their eyes get opened and they start to research, if I can just help wake people up, if I can just help bring awareness, even myself, I'm learning myself, and I can't stay silent on this specific issue. I have 4 boys of my own, and my greatest fear has always been that they would be hurt by someone in this way. And to fathom the tiny souls out there that are being hurt over and over and over, I can't stay silent. Just at this point, I think we need to get to that tipping point where so many people know about it, that the pressure gets put where it needs to get put. Getting rid of child porn on the internet, getting stricter and stronger sentences for people, no slaps on the wrist for this kind of stuff. This is like no 3 strikes and you're out. This is first time, done. We need to end human trafficking. This is slavery. It is bigger than it's ever been, and it's atrocious. And if we call ourselves human and love each other and want to do the right things by our children for the next generation, we have to stand up.
There have been so many more reports of child sex abuse since the pandemic started. Decisions are being made without children being at the forefront of those decisions, and resources are being taken away rather than giving resources to help protect these children. So that's why I'm here today, organizing this, holding a sign, doing what I can in this community to help the children here.
My kids are my world, and the thought that this could happen to one of my babies, I have to fight this. I have to stand up for what is right, and I have to fight to save those who have been caught by this. I want to help the children that have been broken, and I want to prevent more children from being broken from human trafficking.
So we decided to participate in this event because if you look around you, there's children everywhere. And imagine that the child you're looking at right now is going to be taken by somebody else and abused sexually, in a slave situation, whatever it might be. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine my own children being in that position. It's heartbreaking. And to think that there are millions and millions of children all around the world who are facing that turmoil, and that there are parents all around the world who are facing that heartbreak of losing their child and not having any idea where they are, what they're experiencing. It's just incredibly painful to think about, and I think that we need to be putting that painful news out there because people are unaware, people are blind to what's really happening in this world. And it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but it's okay that it's uncomfortable because change comes from uncomfortable.
There's no better time than now to get involved in a movement like this. We need to spread the word. There's just no better time than now to get involved. We're all at home. A lot of us are still at home, and this is a great way to get back involved and to spread the word about this.
Why now? A lot of people ask, why not before this? Why now? And that's not the right question. The right question is, how can we help now?